ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking back hits, Subscribe for more things.
But I will compare these to the Marvel Legends Big Time Left. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Spider-Man figure review on the Medicom MAFEX, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie Spider-Man DX set figure number 4. If you're trying to pick this up, you can get it
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Man, I've been waiting a while to get my hands on this DX version of this figure, and the packaging is huge and heavy too. It's quite, yeah, definitely some weight there. I'm getting the MAFEX number 3 Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure right there. You see how much smaller this one is? And here's Hot Toys Heartbreaker, so just a little shorter than a Hot Toys packaging. Anyway, on the top you get Spider-Man with the bullhorn, and then on the side over here we get the Fireman's hat version. There he is without a Fireman's hat. All the accessories right over here on the back looking pretty cool. And then a bunch of stuff in Japanese at the bottom, and then there's this Peter Parker head sculpt, and then on the bottom nothing. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. So here's Spider-Man and all these new accessories out of the packaging. Now this review is mostly going to be about all the new accessories that we're getting with this Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure over here. Now on the left side you can see that we have the MAFEX stand and all these interchangeable hands right here and the 3 sets of webs. These all came with just the regular version of the MAFEX Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man figures. But we do get a bunch of new stuff over here on this side. And of course we also get this added base right here on the back, this huge magnetic wall, and then the sticky web right here, which doesn't really stick onto this wall, unfortunately. Now looking at the 2 Spider-Man figures, they're exactly the same. There's no difference. This is the brand new one from the DX version. This is the original version right there. I thought at first that the ankle ball joints right there were different because you have these interchangeable ankles, but no, I was able to pop these off and put the magnetic ones on this older one too. I didn't like this metallic look that we got on the Spider-Man figure. I didn't like how his suit looked so bright metallic, so I was hoping more of a matted version. And then on top of that, the paint just didn't come out as well on this one as it did on my first one. You can see there's just a little bit too much gray paint right there in the center. This one has less. So yeah, this cost more money and got a little bit of a weaker paint job, but you can tell it's just a little manufacturer defect right there. And by the way, if you want to see a full review of this figure, go ahead and click the annotation right over here. So here's the Peter Parker head sculpt, which looks okay. I think the sculpt is alright. The mouth looks like it's kind of low. There's something that's kind of off about it. I think the flesh tone is a little bit too light. I noticed there's no paint detailing at all in the hair sculpt, which is an alright hair sculpt, and I think the likeness kind of covers the look of Andrew Garfield, so it's not like they failed or anything. I just think it looks a little weird. At least the eyebrows came out clean, the eye paint came out really clean and everything, and the same thing with the color for the mouth. Now you swap the heads on this figure from the neck joint, so sometimes the head joint comes off instead, and that could be a little irritating. Then here's looking at the other interchangeable parts for the figure. We get the magnetic feet, which I really like a lot. I love that they have a separate magnet on the toe section right over here, and then you get the other magnet right over there in the center of the foot. You get these really cool wall crawling magnetic hands that have this little peg that kind of sticks out there that has a magnet in there. We get these bullhorn holding hands, and we get these cell phone or mask holding hands. And then here's the loose mask right over here, looking pretty cool. I think they did a really good job with this. It has a solid white over the eyes instead of the translucent gray plastic, but I think this still looks really good. Unfortunately, I'm having a really hard time getting the hands to hold on to the mask. I feel like this hand just doesn't want to hang on to it. And interchanging the feet is a little tricky. You want to pull the foot out from this angle right over here at a 45-degree angle. See, the peg is sticking out that way, and then you just pop this one back on it. Then here's the new webbing that we got with this sprawled web right over here for attaching to the sides of buildings or something. I thought with the MAFEX webbing there's this milky kind of look to it, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. The only thing, it doesn't really attach to anything. I thought it was supposed to attach to the sword cover, and the sword cover here itself actually isn't really looking too bad. I really like this metallic look, nice grays over here. Here's the bottom of it. I was thinking this would connect, and it doesn't work like that, so that's kind of a bummer. Now, cool thing about this sword cover is you could actually use one of these notches right here to plug into the little palm area right there on the Spider-Man hand so he can hold it. The fingers themselves aren't going to grab onto this. You have to like peg it into the hand for this to work, and that could even be tricky sometimes. And then another accessory against the Rhino that he had used was his bullhorn, which is okay. The paint came out a little weird right over here in the back. But we get this fireman's hat and the hose. I think the paint came out pretty clean on this. I like how you can see the 22s. You can't see any writing right up here. He's got these pause button logos right there on the side. I don't know why you got pause buttons, but yeah, it looks like pause. Anyway, this fits onto Spider-Man's head nice and snug. Yeah, it does have that weird angle to it right here. I feel like this piece was like placed kind of wrong. And the nozzle section to this hose is really cool. I like how you got that silver paint right there. Nice sculpted detail. I think this is neat how this lever actually works. And it's hard to see, but the hose has like these rivets coming through here, so I think that's pretty nice how they sculpted it. And it's all bendy and everything. I mean, it won't stay in position, but you can move it around as you wish. Then here's looking at the skateboard and the backpack. The skateboard looks great. I love all this detail on here. I love all this wear and everything. So it's looking pretty good at the bottom, even the tires, but they don't roll though. That's kind of weak. I was hoping this would be magnetic, you know what I mean? So that we have the magnetic feet. I thought they would put a magnet in there, but no magnet. Then here's a skateboard compared to a tech deck, which I'm currently using for my Amazing Spider-Man 1 figures, so huge size difference over there. I think the backpack came out great. I really like this backpack a lot. Nice color variation in here. This is just really sculpted nicely, even got the little loop right there. I think this is really cool. Now the way you attach this to Peter's back is that you unpeg it from right here on that left side, and then you're just gonna loop this right through here, and then send this over his shoulder, and then just plug it right back in. Then you can get the skateboard back here too. You just detach this section only, and then you just kind of squeeze the skateboard right in there. And then you can just reattach it right over here, and there it goes. I think that works out great. I love how these little straps over the backpack look. Then we get Spidey's cell phone and the plutonium. For how small this is, I think it's detailed nicely. You can see that orange paint right there in the center. Nice silver paint apps. Then here's the cell phone with not a whole lot going on. It's just this black plastic piece with silver running through the middle of it. So here's a big spider's web that comes with the figure. It measures at about 9 inches from suction cup to suction cup. Unfortunately, it does not connect to the magnetic base that it comes with. That's pretty irritating. I haven't tried removing these metal rings and these suction cups at all, but you know, it's alright. I really like the sculpt of this, and I love the translucent plastic that they use here, and it's pliable so you could bend it around and stuff, so I think it looks great. And then one end is rounded off, and then this back end right here, it's much flatter, so you can tell which side you're supposed to display it on. As much as I really love how this is sculpted, I don't think I'm going to really use it for anything. I don't know. We'll see. And then our last accessory is this wall. Very strange olive green color, but it works. It has a beige tone to it, and I think it's alright. It's mostly solid metal piece over here, and this is why the packaging was so heavy. It comes with these two stands, so you can see one of them right over here. So you just attach that like so, and then it holds up pretty nicely. So it's pretty sturdy, kind of has an angle to it. It's not too bad. On the back side, it's just this beige olive green kind of color, and then we do have some sculpted lines in here. So these lines are all sculpted, and I do like how the paint came out as far as like this shadowing. But unfortunately with mine, I got this huge scrape on mine just coming right out of the package, and that's a bit irritating. And it's really tricky to see, but if you have this set, you'll learn quickly that the figure can scuff this up pretty easily. These are all little scratches right here, and I wish it wouldn't be so easy to scuff this thing up, but oh well. Measuring this wall over here, it's actually a little over 12 inches tall. And here it is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So here I have my Spider-Man figure with his magnetic hands and his magnetic feet, and you could just place him right here on the wall. It's not very strong. The magnetic strength of the feet and this whole wall isn't just doing too well, but there it goes. So yeah, it's a little flimsy. I have my Raimi Spider-Man 2 figure, and this hangs on a lot better. It's the little magnets inside the hands and feet of this guy over here. Yeah, because this one's just, yeah, you just throw them on there. This one, no. So all gripes aside, I will say that once you get the figure posed into these different scenes and everything, it does look good. I would only really recommend this set for someone who's a big fan of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie and is a huge junkie for accessories for 6-inch scale figures. But other than that, you can easily pass on this and just get the regular MAFEX Amazing Spider-Man 2 version. But anyway, I hope you guys liked my review. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right over there. Check out my last 2 videos on the side right over here. And I'm going to take a lot of pictures with this figure and all these accessories. So make sure you check out all those photos over at marvelousnews.com. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Then we get the fireman hat and these hook.